Race the Sun is an endless runner arcade game featuring user-created content. You pilot a solar-powered aircraft to fly as far as you can into a procedurally generated landscape to score as many points as possible. The run ends when you slam yourself into a wall or run out of power when the sun inevitably sets, though you can delay this fate by flying so quickly you effectively reverse the flow of time and push the sun back further into the sky. This game's life began on Kickstarter and was fully funded a year ago, but these pesky crowdfunded video games are notorious for extensive delays and broken promises, so does Race the Sun deliver? The minimalistic art style allows important gameplay elements like power-ups and obstacles to stand out. The landscape has an infinite feel to it, that akin of a Salt Lake, which is very appropriate given the nature of the game. Obviously it doesn't take a monster PC to run it, but the graphic settings are limited to a simple quality adjustment, which seemed rather slack. The in-game controls for the ship are tight and responsive. There weren't any situations where I felt cheated into dying, though the steering of the ship can be improved through unlockable upgrades. To add replay value, user-created levels are also available to download, which offer rather unique experiences compared to the main game, and there's already a large handful of quality levels available to try. The replay value with Race the Sun is already fairly decent, which is why I wondered what the point was with including the level up system. Perks which improve your survivability are unlocked as you play, so it begs the question, am I really getting better with this game, or are these new tools just helping me along the way? Features like the randomly generated game world, which changes every day, and the skill curve associated with a Twitch racer like this gave me more than enough reason to come back and play every so often. The challenges which you had to complete to achieve these perks were interesting enough. Objectives like clearing a region without turning left were exciting and provided a new layer of gameplay aside from travelling as far as possible. It kept the experience rather fresh. The user interface is relatively sloppy compared to the presentation of the environment. When you're frantically dodging the obstacles thrown in your way, there's just no time to divert your eyes to the side of the screen to see important information like your score multiplier and power-ups. The main menu is an absolute nightmare to navigate with a controller, and there were promised features from the game's Kickstarter like co-op multiplayer which just never saw the light of day. There are these portals which appear on the map that are supposed to transport you to a user-created world, which I thought was a clever way to include them in the main game. Unfortunately, this feature doesn't appear to work at the time of playing, and instead sends you to the same custom developer map, which becomes so repetitive I'd rather just avoid them entirely. A bit of spit and polish could have done this game some good. The handful of bugs and undelivered features have dragged down its quality, but only slightly. The core gameplay is exhilarating, frantic, and complemented by a great soundtrack. Sometimes less is more, and although it failed to deliver on a few promises, what Race the Sun did achieve was— oh shit!